our regular meeting and start with a roll call, please. Here. Present.
Here.
Present.
Here.
Present.
Present.
And we're going to start our meeting off in a celebratory fashion with the recognition of our Wirtz Award for Excellence in Education recipient. And I believe Cindy Lofthouse is here to present that.
I just got here. I was at the high school.
Oh,
No one told me.
would you like me to read my part first and give you a
that would
second?
be good,
Okay,
thanks.
perfect, thank you. The Board of Education is going to recognize Greg Solomon, teacher at DeKalb High School, for being named the 2023 recipient of the Wirtz Award for Excellence in Education. The 2023 nominees for the award also included Alexandria Coaster, and I apologize if I mispronounce your name, from Lincoln Elementary, Bethany Ray at Clinton Rosette Middle School, Sid Stratton, DeKalb High School Security, and Emily Weller, Elementary Instructional Coach at Littlejohn and Jefferson Elementary Schools. And if, when Ms. Lofthouse is done saying her part, if the board would join me in standing and honoring the Wirtz Award winner.
Is this where I'm supposed to be?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Can I take this off? I probably don't need this. Are they?
For the people at home, you do.
Oh, okay. Are our honorees here? Oh, that's not.
No, it's
only for the.
use your
Well,
gym
I'm still
voice.
at the high school, so could I use this for a desk? Thanks. Are our nominees here? If you're here, would you come up front? I see Mr. Solomon. Yay. I'm Cindy Lofthouse, and I'm the president of DeKalb Education Foundation, and we kind of oversee the Wirtz Award. The Wirtz Award has been around since 1989. I think that's like 34 years ago. And so it's the Wirtz family were very involved in education, and they put in the initial donation to the DeKalb County Community Foundation, and that's how every year it's funded. There's a committee who does the selection process each year. And this year we had 5 candidates that we read the recommendations for, and Mr. Solomon was the finalist. But I would like to tell you a little bit about the other people. This is Allie, and she's a 3rd grade teacher at Lincoln, correct? And she was nominated by her assistant, and then she had wonderful letters from her students. So we were really excited to read that, and she was one of our nominees this year. Congratulations. I don't see Sid. Sid Stratton is works in the security at the high school. It's not a job that a lot of people would want because he deals with a lot of students who are a little wayward. So he was nominated by several different teachers, and I think Sid must be getting close to retirement, so he's probably out celebrating tonight. Bethany Ray, I knew was not able to make it tonight. And so I went over to Clinton Rosette today, and we presented her with hers. So, and then we have Emily Weller. I know that. Oh wait, let me make sure it's the right one. Yes, it is. I don't want you to see it. Emily Weller is an instructional coach for the district. So she works in several different buildings. She works with curriculum, with teachers, with students, and she was nominated by several different teachers at Littlejohn. So, and then finally. I can tell you a little. I have notes here, but I'm not going to use them. Greg Solomon. You don't mind if I just take the whole thing? Greg Solomon. I knew Greg Solomon a little over 30 years ago when he started coaching forensics. Now, forensics is not CSI. Forensics is a combination, let me see if I've got this right, a combination of speech and acting. There we go. And so am I right? You started coaching before you started teaching. See, isn't that, I really know this. And so anyway, he was coaching forensics like it was in its infancy. And he, over 30 years, 31 probably, has developed a statewide known program. It's just an outstanding program. And I would say, in terms of competition, they have the most wins of any program that we have at DeKalb. And he takes the most students to state, and they achieve at state. So he is highly respected in the forensics community. What put Greg's nomination above the rest of them is it was a first. It was a first. We had 3 people that teach in the district who wrote recommendations for Mr. Solomon, and all 3 of them had been his students. And so that was just incredible. And talk about a legacy. You know, that's just a great legacy. So anyway, I would like to give Mr. Solomon his award. And thank him for everything he's done for DHS.
If you'd like to make any remarks, Mr. Solomon, you can use the microphone.
Oh,
so that
yeah,
people
use the
are-
Thank you so much. I have very little to say other than I think, as I said before, I think the biggest thrill was being nominated by students who then became colleagues. And that is an amazing gift. And so this is year 29, been here a long time, 33 coaching. And I've loved every minute of it. And so I thank you all.
Thank you. And continuing the celebration, we're going to have Dietrich Salas recognize service awards. The Board of Education will recognize the following employees for their years of service to the DeKalb School District. And if we could are you going to have them stand, Dietrich?
So our service award people may or may not be here. Presentations are for retirees.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
And we have a presentation. Did you pull that up, Jackie? Okay.
That's next after this one.
The retirees, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yep.
All right. So after you read them, if we could all honor them with some applause and congratulations.
Certainly. I will start with our 5-year service awards. Okay, it's not fitting right. Okay. For 5 years of service, we have a number of employees: Megan Anderson, Josh Brzezinski, Jamie Call, Kelsey Chelberg, Chelsea Clucci, Melissa Duffy, Ben Erickson, Deborah Faber, Seth Gearhart, Daniel Graham, Lori Hampton, Sylvia Hansel, Rachel Harder, Roberto Herrera, Naeli Hadigo, Kara Jovanovich, Rebecca Kohler, Ma Lopez, Denise McDowell, Patrick O'Connor, Juliana Peavy, Suzanne Peterson, Molly Raymond, Ann Reinecke, Megan Scott, Kathleen Sipes, and Catherine Zylick Rockwood. Those are our 5-year recipients. For 10 years of service, we have Sarah Adkins, Anna Andrade, Josh Bai, Shawnee Bledsoe, Shakira Bomar, Emily Daly, Valerie Freeman, Jennifer Halloran, Lori Jenks, Michelle Leduber, Elise I always get this wrong, I apologize, Elise Malasuski, Chad Metcalf, Angela Ozorowsko, Lena Ram, Yolanda Richardson, Elizabeth Smith, Jennifer Stoll, Dana Walker, Matthew Weckler, Jane Weiss, and Soraya Williams. 10 years of service. 15 years of service, we have Christy Bauer, Lisa Becker, Ann Brooks, Ashley Carlson, Tamara Carson, but we know her as Tammy Carson. No, that is Tamara Carson. No, that is our Tammy. I'm sorry. I never see Tamara. When I see it, I'm like, who is this person? But Tammy Carson, Denise Fleming, Kate Hoffman, Tina Holtz, Karen Isham, Elizabeth Lamoureux, Jill Lather, Steve Lavender, Bruce Lushsinger, Amy McDonald, Laura O'Brien Neal, Stephen Ode, Joanna O'Malley, Rosa Pena, Cynthia Ray, and Cynthia Urbakit Favor. 15 years of service. For 20 years of service, Christy Bukeski, Brittany Bauer, Natasha Bomar, Rakia Bomar, Deborah Catalina, Kelly Hamilton, Vicki Johnson, Mary Ellen Larson, Kimberly Miller, Siobhan Plant, Michelle Rogers, Belinda Taylor Grimm, Emily Weller, and Susan Wilson. 20 years of service. 25 years of service, we have Ruth Ann Anderson, Rebecca Banta, Joan Boyce, Jennifer Brock, Jennifer Harrison, Susan Klatt, Michelle Orachowski, Carolina Perrigan, Brenda Shakur, and Brenda Wolker. 25 years. And our big year recipients for 30 years of service, we have Susan Bivens and Mark Sykes. 30 years. These are for our employees who, again, have service years between 5 and 30 years. Each will be receiving a certificate of service, and they receive a pendant that marks their years of service. So when they hit the big 30 years and more, they should have a nice collection of different pendants. And we really thank everyone for their service. Thank you.
Thank you very much, each of you, for your years of service. And next, we're going to recognize the following 2022-2023 district retirees.
I'm going to have Karen Peterson come up and assist. We have 22 retirees this year. We have 11 of them with us this evening. Retirement is the goal, right? And it's hard. Oftentimes when I get retirement notices, you can hear it through the email or through the letter that you get, that people are ready, but they're not sure, but they think it's the right thing, but I don't know if I'm ready, but I'm ready. I don't know what to do. But then I get the reports once they really retire, and they're like, I should have done it long before now. So again, to everyone, thank you for your service to the district. It is so meaningful. The lives that you touch every day between our students, our families, but also amongst other staff. It's so meaningful. So we do have a presentation that's running. It's also on board docs, so those of you at home can look at the presentation at home. We've uploaded the program there and also the presentation. So I will call all the names, those that are present. If you could come up, you can get your gift from Karen. And then if the board would like to step out, you can shake hands. And you're welcome to take pictures for those that are present. All right, Rebecca Banta, special education teacher, Huntley Middle School. Lori Baston, instructional assistant, DeKalb High School. Sharon Blake, instructional assistant, Clinton Rosette Middle School. Thank you. Vicki Bach, first grade teacher, Cortland Elementary. She's got all her peeps with her. Cynthia Carpenter, Director of Business and Finance from our Administration Education Center. Yes. Deborah Catalina, Instructional Assistant, Founders Elementary. Marianne Dietrich, Special Education Teacher, Little John Elementary. Carrie Ingstrom, ESL Teacher, Huntley Middle School. Congratulations. Lisa Hapoja, 3rd grade teacher, Founders Elementary. Congratulations. Jamie Jocks, language arts teacher, Clinton Rosette Middle School. Congratulations. Angela Johnson, science teacher, DeKalb High School. Wendy Curlew, Office Professional 3, Education Center. Joan Laskin, Instructional Assistant, Jefferson Elementary. Bruce Lushsinger, Head Custodian, Lincoln Elementary. Congratulations. Francisco Mascote, Custodian, DeKalb High School. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jeff McCarthy, Network Engineer for the district. Deanna Myers, Kindergarten, Cortland Elementary. Sabina Richmond, Office Professional 1, Cortland Elementary. Lori Thrower, Special Education Teacher, DeKalb High School. Marguerite Warren, Food Service Cook, Huntley Middle School. Richard Wiltz, Food Service Driver for the district. And last but definitely not least, Natalia Zimmerman, World Language French Teacher, DeKalb High School. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Some of the retirees I named this evening have already retired, so they are probably somewhere basking in some sun or doing some stuff that that they want to do and they're on their own time now. So once again, on behalf of the district, thank you so much for your service. Thank you for the lives that you've changed. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much. And what a way to go out, Cynthia Carpenter. We are recognizing the district for the ASBO International Certificate of Excellence in Financial Reporting Award. DeKalb Community Unit School District number 428 has received ASBO's Certificate of Excellence in Financial Reporting for the fiscal year ending 2022. This award represents a significant achievement and reflects the district's commitment to transparency and high-quality financial reporting. So how many years is it? 13.
No pressure, Amir.
All right. Thank you all so much for celebrating our fantastic staff with us, and good luck to all of those that are entering a different phase. Next, we will have our public comment. Members of the public who wish to speak to the board should complete a request card prior to the start of the meeting. This section of the meeting will be reserved for the comments from the public. All comments should be limited to 3 minutes. Criticism of individuals is not in order. And we have one public comment tonight, James Duck. speaking about agenda item 6A. Yes, please.
Thank you to the board for allowing me to speak here tonight, and also congratulations again to the honorees for their years of service and dedication to the school district. I want to make the school board aware you will be considering agenda item 6A for the review of suspension of my son. I won't use any names in anything I am about to say. That way I'm not guilty of criticizing any one individual. I do want to make you aware of some certain things that has come to light. That way the school board can make sure that these violations do not happen in the future. On January 18th, my son pulled a student off of another student who was being viciously attacked. Student 1, without provocation and violently, attacked another student. He dragged that student across the floor, punched him in the back of the head several times. When my son was going to his class, he saw this. He attempted to break up the fight and pull the vicious student off of the other one. The school board, or the high school, ended up suspending my son, claiming that he threw a punch in that process. We disagree with that. We believe that the videotape evidence that you have before you does not support that. And what happened when we had our due process hearing in front of the hearing officer was that the law firm hired by the school district did not disclose that the hearing officer that they selected was the former law firm partner of the very same law firm representing the school district. So I had to sit across and defend my son from a law firm who had their former partner judging the hearing process. So I don't believe my son received the due process afforded to him under the Illinois School Code. When we brought this to the law firm's attention, they did not deny it. They actually confirmed it. But we also found out that the hearing officer is not registered to even practice law in the state of Illinois, which is needed to be an administrative hearing officer. She's actually forbidden from practicing law or even providing free services of legal advice. Again, that was not denied, and it wasn't addressed by the school board. Also, there were violations of the school code. On the date of the incident, my son was questioned by the police service, the student resource officer, in violation of Illinois Code 105 ILCS 5/22-85 that says parents must be present before an officer can question a student. And that was not only in violation, but school personnel has to be present for that questioning. School personnel on body cam footage left the room, left my son in that room with the police officer to be questioned without a parent present. Even though I had informed the school, I was on my way.
Mr. Duck, your 3 minutes are up. Would you like to wrap it up?
Yes,
yours?
thank you.
Thank you.
My son was also issued a monetary fine of $300 by that same SRO in violation of Illinois Statute 105 ILCS 5/10.6I that says a student may not be issued a monetary fine or fee as a disciplinary consequence. And the officer finally, on body cam footage, which I was not allowed to present at this hearing, lied to my son and said that my son never admitted to throwing a punch, even though the officer said he did. This is on body cam. My son did not. He actually asked the officer, did I even throw a punch? And the officer told him, yes, you did. It's on tape.
Thank you for your comments.
Thank you. I hope that you can take that into consideration when you do your review.
Subject F is board correspondence. Are there any board correspondence? Subject G, student board member correspondence. Unfortunately, Chance is not here tonight. Item 5, consent agenda. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the consent agenda items A through C as attached. Is there a motion?
Second.
Roll call, please. Yes, sorry.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Subject C, old business, item 6, old business, subject A, student discipline, student number 050223. Action item brought to us by Kyle Gertis. It is recommended that the Board of Education uphold the suspension for student 050203 as presented. Is there a motion?
Second.
Roll call, please.
No.
Yes.
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 No.
Yes. Subject B, Andy Frame Services, Inc. contract extension. This is an action item brought to us by Cynthia Carpenter and Armir Doka. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the contract extension with Andy Frame Services, Inc. of Aurora, Illinois for the 2023-2024 school year. Is there a motion? Roll call, please.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Subject C is 2023-2024 differential request, and this is an action item brought to us by Deetra Salas, and it is recommended that the Board of Education approve the differential committee FTE request. Is there a motion?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Isaac. Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Subject D is the salary and benefits for annually employed substitutes. This is an action item brought to us by Deetra Salas, Cindy Carpenter, and Armir Doka. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the annually employed substitute pay and benefit proposal. Is there a motion? Roll call, please.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Subject E is the 2023-2024 sub-rates and minimum wages. This is an action item brought to us by Deetra Salas, Cindy Carpenter, and Armir Doka. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the 2023-2024 proposed substitute staff and hourly pay rates. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
You got that, Jackie? Roll call, please.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes. Yes.
Subject F is the 2023 ISB Ministry of Spain Agreement for Recruitment of Foreign Teachers. Action item brought to us by Deetra Salas. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the attached intergovernmental agreement as submitted. Is there a motion?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Subject G is the 2023 Green Card Exchange Teach USA Host Agreement for Recruitment of Foreign Teachers. This is an action item brought to us by Deetra Salas. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the agreement as attached. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please. Yes.
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 Subject H is the 2023 Spirit Cultural Exchange Host School Agreement for Recruitment of Foreign Teachers. This is an action item brought to us by Deetra Salas. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the agreement as attached. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Yes.
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 Yes. Subject I is the staffing request 2023-2024 music for DHS and CRMS, and then this was an action item brought to us by Sarah Montgomery and Deetra Salas, and it is recommended that the Board of Education approve the additional 1.0 FTE. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second. Roll call.
They both did.
You can give it to Samara.
Roll call, please.
Yes.
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 Subject J is the Northwestern Illinois Association 2023-2024 service contract. This is an action item brought to us by Kyle Gertis, and it is recommended that the Board of Education approve 1,332 summer hours totaling a maximum of $93,175.89 for the middle and high school counselors as well as the web coordinators. Is there a motion?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Yes.
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 Yes. Subject K is the school counselor and web coordinator summer hour request, and this is an action item by Kyle Gertis. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Yes.
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 Item 7 is the future elementary school business, subject A, architect contract, and this is an action item brought to us by Tammy Carson. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the contract with Richard L. Johnson and Associates. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Subject 8 is the declaration of the winners of the April 4th, 2023 election. And this is, we are announcing the results of the election based on the abstract of votes from the office of the county clerk and declare Stephen Byers, Samantha McDavid, Vanta Bynum, and Christopher Boyes winners of the April 4th, 2023 election. Congratulations. And before we see our new members, we would like to recognize and honor our members that are not returning to the board. The Board of Education will present awards of merit to outgoing board members Sarah Moses, David Seymour, and Jeremy Olson with a deep appreciation for their distinguished and unselfish service given to the Board of Education, the community, and the students of DeKalb School District 428. Could you all join me in rising and honoring them? And you should have found a small token of appreciation on your seats tonight. And with that, this is your last board meeting.
Is this gonna go?
Should we open these now?
You can. You can. I'd love it if you open it.
Are they all the same? Can you just open that?
Yeah, kinda. Yes. But I'm excited about them.
This is what happens to you after you've been on the board.
Oh, I didn't realize that. That's so awesome.
Oh, is the pictures?
No, and then there's something else. There's something else.
Oh, that's really nice.
Oh, David,
We know that you guys like to grill and cook. Oh, very nice. Thank you all very much.
Oh, that's
really nice.
Would you mind the three of you standing and like coming in the middle, and we can kind of stand up behind you?
Pull our cool board.
Yeah, I love that.
Where do you want to stand?
The three of them, if they could come in front, and we'll kind of like just, yeah, crouch in. Yes.
Come on this way. You get in the middle.
You guys move to the side of them.
Oh, get on the.
Scooch over. Look at Rita. She has the website.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And then, actually, I believe before you leave, we do have to adjourn, right?
Yes.
How do you pronounce it again?
Sendai.
Sindai.
Sendai.
Adjourn Sindai. And so it is recommended, well, adjournment Sindai means without assigning a day for a further meeting or hearing. To adjourn an assembly Sindai is to adjourn it for an indefinite period. It is at this point in the meeting when the old board officially adjourns. So it is recommended that the Board of Education adjourn Sindai. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Yes.
last time, yes.
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 Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, sir, I didn't give you a loud warning, did I?
Were you appointed? No? Or- Yeah.
Do I say that?
I say
Oh, you do?
The next, that you're appointed?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, at this point, Superintendent Dr. Minerva Garcia Sanchez will be appointed as the President pro tempore.
Thank you. A little power for like 30 seconds. I'm going to call the meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Here.
Here.
Present.
Present.
So, okay. Gotta do something too. So at this time, I'm going to ask that the new board members step forward to read the oath of office. So you can stand right here, that's fine. So just repeat after me and then I'll give you an opportunity to say your name. I, your name,
Samantha McDavid.
do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of member of the board of the DeKalb Community Unit School District 428. I will faithfully discharge the duties
Office of member of the board of the DeKalb Community Unit School District 428.
Do we have another? Thank you.
There you go.
In accordance with the Constitution of the United States,
In accordance with the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the laws of the State of Illinois,
and the laws of the State of Illinois,
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
I further affirm that
I further affirm that
I shall respect taxpayer interests by serving as a faithful protector of the school's district assets.
I shall respect taxpayer interests by serving as a faithful protector of the school district's assets.
I shall encourage and respect the free expression of opinion by my fellow board members.
I shall encourage and respect the free expression of opinion by my fellow board members
And others who seek a hearing before the board,
and others who seek a hearing before the board,
while respecting the privacy of students and employees.
while respecting the privacy of students and employees.
I shall recognize that a board member has no legal authority
I shall recognize that a board member has no legal authority
as an individual,
as an individual,
and that decisions can be made only by a majority,
and that decisions can be made only by a
majority vote at a public board meeting.
majority vote at a public board meeting.
Sorry. I shall abide by majority decisions of the board
I shall abide by the majority decisions of the board,
while retaining the right to seek changes in such decisions
while retaining the right to seek changes in such decisions
through ethical and constructive channels.
through ethical and constructive channels.
As part of the Board of Education,
As part of the Board of Education,
I shall accept the responsibility for my role
I shall accept the responsibility for my role
in the equitable and quality education
in the equitable and quality education
of every student in the school district.
of every student in the school district.
I shall foster with the board extensive participation of the community,
I shall foster with the board extensive participation of the community,
formulate goals,
formulate goals,
define outcomes,
define outcomes,
and set the course for DeKalb Community Unit School District 428.
and set the course for the DeKalb Community Unit School District 428.
I shall assist in establishing a structure
I shall assist in establishing a structure
and an environment designed to ensure
and an environment designed to ensure
all students have the opportunity
all students have the opportunity
to attain their maximum potential
to attain their maximum potential
through a sound organizational framework.
through a sound organizational framework.
I shall strive to ensure
I shall strive to ensure
a continuous assessment of student achievement
a continuous assessment of student achievement
in all conditions affecting the education of our children
and all conditions affecting the education of our children
in compliance with state law.
in compliance with state law.
I shall serve as education's key advocate
I shall serve as education's key advocate
on behalf of students
on behalf of students
in our community schools
in our community schools
to advance the vision
to advance the vision
for DeKalb Community Unit School District 428
for DeKalb Community Unit School District 428.
and
And
I shall strive to work together
I shall strive to work together
with the district superintendent
with the district superintendent
to lead the district
to lead the school district
toward fulfilling the vision of the board has created,
toward fulfilling the vision the board has created,
fostering excellence for every student in the areas of academic skills,
fostering excellence for every student in the area of academic skills,
knowledge,
knowledge,
citizenship,
citizenship,
and personal development.
and personal development.
Welcome. Take a seat.
Welcome.
Up here. All right.
Eventually they'll put your tag somewhere, but for now, yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's tricky over there, sorry.
Nominations will now be open for president, vice president, and secretary of the board. The vote after which voting will take place for each office. Nominations are now in order for the office of president. Anyone want to nominate? Self-nominate?
I would like to nominate Samantha McDavid.
Samantha McDavid is nominated. Are there any other nominations for the office of president? Okay. Any other nominations? Anyone? So, since there are, let's see, if there are no other nominations, nominations for the office of president are closed. Therefore, Madam President, welcome back. Samantha McDavid.
You got a roll call.
If only one,
If only one board
you
can.
have to ask her to call.
I'm sorry. The board should close. Oh, I'm sorry. Roll call. My bad. My first time. So we need to do a roll call. If only one member is nominated, board clerk shall call the roll call to elect Samantha McDavid as president.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes. See, she turned red for me. So now that I've done this, I'm done. So it says.
Oh, after
The
that.
president selected here to conduct
Okay.
the elections. It's your turn now.
Okay, nominations are now in order for the office of vice president. I nominate Daisy Ramirez. Daisy Ramirez is nominated. Are there any other nominations for the office of vice president? Are there any further nominations for the office of vice president? If there are no further nominations, nominations for the office of vice president are closed. Jackie, would you please call the roll for voting on the office of vice president?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes. Congratulations. Nominations are now in order for the office of secretary.
I would like to nominate Ariel Owens.
Ariel Owens is nominated. Are there any other nominations for the office of secretary? If there are no further nominations, nominations for the office of secretary are closed. Jackie, can you please call the roll to elect Ariel Owens as the secretary?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Now we have the appointment of board clerk. And this is going to be your first time to get in on a vote. Well, that's not true. You just voted. Sorry. That the Board of Education appoint Jackie Pringle as the board clerk of the Board of Education. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
We both did. We just picked one.
Some just pick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Next, we will appoint a board treasurer, and this is another action item that the Board of Education appoint Armir Doka as the treasurer of the Board of Education. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Congratulations to everyone.
Okay, on to new business administration. Subject A, school psychologist contract with MMC Education Staffing LLC, and this is informational brought to us by Kyle Gertis.
Good evening. I guess I get the pleasure of having the first agenda item. Coming forward to the board tonight, we have struggled for a number of years to fill all of our school psychologist vacancies. And it's not just a local problem, it's a national shortage. So a lot of districts are kind of in the same situation. Although there's been strong attempts throughout this year and honestly in years past by both student services and human resources to recruit and attract applicants, we just haven't found it fruitful enough to fill the vacancies we have. There are staffing agencies that often will reach out and offer a potential candidate to fill our needs. We were contacted by MNC Educational Staffing back in the winter with a candidate who expressed interest in our district based on kind of our goals and priorities. We did an interview at that time and felt that it was a really strong fit. However, we were really early in the recruitment process to hire for next year. So we kind of agreed to put things on hold until we could get a little bit farther. We were hoping to give a little more time. Hopefully more applicants would come in. However, we haven't quite hit that mark yet. So we worked with our legal team as well as MMC Educational Staffing to develop a contract for what would be a new school psychologist for next fall. And the contract would last for the term of the school year. In total, this psychologist would work 37 and a half hours a week at a rate of $120 an hour. In total, the contract would cost the district $162,000. And with that, are there any questions?
Do we have a national average or even state average on what a position like that would normally be paid?
It's a really good question. I don't know right now I could give you. What I can tell you is it's probably it's variable. And what a cost to a district would be through a contracted service includes a lot of other things as opposed to what we as a district or any district would pay a school psych directly. So to answer your question, it varies. The $162,000 is a rate that's higher than what a school psychologist in our district would make, but that also comes with some of the contracting fees and overhead, I guess.
Any other questions for Kyle? Consensus to bring this back for action?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Subject B is the DCTA program course approval salary schedule credit, PCR, and this is information from Deidre Salas.
That was a small typo. It should say PRC. It's the
Oh.
Professional Relations Committee. So just wanted to provide that clarity. Professional Relations Committee, we meet as a group, myself with DCTA, and we review submissions by DCTA members that are submitting for salary credit to move on the salary schedule. It may be individuals that are completing an additional program for different licensure or PEL, as ISB refers to it, or maybe individual courses that folks are pursuing. So we meet as a committee, we review what they've submitted, and then we provide the minutes to the board. The board reviews them, and based upon them completing the coursework, then they are able to move on the salary schedule. So you will see attached to board docs the board minutes. This is for information, and we're requesting consensus to bring it back at the next meeting for approval.
Any questions for Deidre? Consensus to bring this back?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Subject C is preparing educators as school psychologists in Northern Illinois. And this is an MOU, and it's informational. Kyle Gertis.
Hello again. Here to talk about school psychology again, just with a little different flavor to it. So, U.S. Department of Education has awarded Northern Illinois University's grant totaling just north of $5 million, which is extremely exciting. The idea of the grant is to address the shortage of school psychologists and to increase diversity in those that are getting into the field and working in our schools. The Preparing Educators as School Psychologists in Northern Illinois project will prepare 24 school psychologists over 5 years to address the needs in Northern Illinois region specifically. And the unique thing about this is if school psychology programs are 2 years of intense coursework, meaning that it's very difficult. You couldn't work at the same time as taking classes. And then your third year in the program is a full-time internship that extends the length of the school year. The unique and honestly really progressive and creative thing about this grant opportunity is that it allows current educators to continue working while they work on that coursework of becoming a school psychologist. So it's flexibility in when classes are offered. The other great thing about this is it actually provides a lot of resources to the people who are in the cohort, but also the districts that they're currently employed. So the grant covers things like technology. It reimburses districts for sub-pay when the candidates are on their practicums, which second year they require a 1 time a week out in the field. So the district could be reimbursed the sub rate for that from the grant. It also allows us to create an opportunity for once these individuals get through the program, allowing them to work for the district for 5 years upon completion of that. And so the MOU kind of outlines the agreement between NIU as well as DeKalb School District. There are 3 other districts that are in this program as well that also have candidates. The cost to the district is that the final year, as I mentioned, of the school psychologist, they have to be on an internship. The goal is that they're doing their internship here in DeKalb, but it doesn't require them to. When those individuals are on their internship, they're not going to be able to do their job what they currently operate here, whether that's a teacher or social worker. So we would have to fill that position for 1 year while they are on their internship. So there is, what I did is I calculated the cost of what 3 FTE are based on our current salary schedule. And so during the 2025-26 school year, which will be the 3rd year of the program, the FTE would cost, based on today's calculations, $236,836.56, including benefits. And so down the road, the district will have to fill 3 FTE while they're on their internship for 1 year.
So this is a really, or it's a chance to kind of grow our own, participate in a program that will bring school psychologists here to our district.
Correct.
Where we've really struggled to get school psychologists.
Yep.
And we need them.
I think the really cool thing about this too, and I'll speak from experience, is I came into grad school straight out of undergrad, so I didn't have any background in education. whereas the current cohort is going to have experience, whether it's a teacher or some other way, that they're going to be able to bring a really unique perspective to being a school psychologist once they finish. And I think that's going to be great for the profession, but obviously great for the district.
Any questions for Kyle? I'm kind of excited about this.
Opportunity.
Consensus to bring it back for action?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Subject D is the letter of agreement between the DeKalb Classroom Teachers Association, DCTA, and District 428 for TOSA summer hours 23-24, and this is information. Teacher Salas, Billy Guermo, and Sarah Montgomery.
Hi everyone. So hopefully you're a little excited about this one too. Kyle came a couple of board meetings ago with his letter agreements for the facilitators and the summer work that they do. Our TOSAs we got a little bit more innovative with the way that we're doing our summer hours. So we have two options where they can do a per diem, or they can work between I think May 26th and August 11th, May 27th and August 11th. And really what happens is if they work this summer, that's one of their 180 days throughout the 23-24 school year. So they wouldn't get paid extra for that. That would just be a day that they've already worked in their 180-day calendar. Any questions?
Consensus to bring this back for action?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Billy. Subject E is the approval of the board meeting dates times for the remainder of the 2022-2023 school year. And this follows the schedule that we have been doing, so through the rest of this school year. And it is an action item that the Board of Education approve the board meeting dates and times for the remainder of the 2022-2023 school year. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Yeah. Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
All right. And subject F is the approval of the education meeting schedule for 2023-2024. And this is also an action item. It follows the same regularity of meetings that we had this year, except in November is the only month that's different in this next calendar year. We will have only one meeting in the middle of November because of the way the dates fall during the Thanksgiving break. So there's yes, so December and January we have historically only had one meeting a month, but November, because of the way the dates fall, we're going to try to have only one meeting a month, or that month as well. Just with the idea that depending on what district business comes up, there's always a chance that we would need to get together for a special meeting. And that usually it tries to include or take into account everybody's schedules to make that happen. So with that, before I read the recommended action, are there any questions about this?
No.
Okay. Then it is recommended that the Board of Education approve the board meeting schedule for the 2023-2024 school year as attached. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Item 18, superintendent update.
Well, good evening. We've come to that time, and it always tells me that it's my turn, and we're getting ready to close up shop. So first thing up is the District Administrative Committee. Up until now, we might have just called them district committees. Beginning July 1, we will be calling them District Administrative Committees. Those committees have gone from 38 and some committees, and we're down to, I'm sorry, Monica, how many? 16 committees. In order for us to make sure that we are all following the same practices, we are going to send invitations for individuals to apply to letters of interest to be on the committee. So then we're also going to be standardizing our agendas and our notes and those kinds of things so that we are doing the same kinds of things across all committees and sharing information appropriately. So I just wanted to give an update on that. For the board members, during our second part of our organizational meeting and our meeting with Laura Martinez, between now and then, an email will be sent out from me, allowing you to sign up for different committees that you're interested in. Only two board members can be signed in for, can request the same committee, no more than two. And if only one, then that's okay. If I see that there's a big request for the same thing, I'm going to ask that everybody kind of pick something different. We'd like to be able to share the wealth across the boards, and we welcome everyone to participate. Second things up, yesterday was May 1st. That means the May memo went out from the superintendent. I hope everybody enjoyed reading that. One of the things I want to call attention to is the logo. So as I had promised, we again shared that out to the schools and got feedback. And there is one logo that is apparently kind of leading the way, but I wanted to share it with the rest of the community. If anyone would like to share information or thoughts around a specific one of the two logos that would represent the district as a whole, please feel free to email me directly just to give me some insight. And hopefully by next Friday, we will be able to introduce the logo and then begin to use them to represent us across the districts in regards to, like, you know, our letterhead and templates and things like that. So also today we set our new board members, and is this the first time we're going to do this? We had a student board member that will stay with us through June 30th. Chance will stay on until then, and then we will the board will elect a new student member of the board. And we'll take time to do that and process to do that, so that beginning in July, our new student board member will sit. That seat is for 2 years. So we'll pull something together. We'll reshare that information with all board members, and then we will begin the process for that. So high school's on the alert for our new board member. And that's, oh yes, ma'am.
We're really looking for freshmen and sophomores. So if you're at the high school, encourage the younger.
There you go.
Sustainability.
Thank you, thank you. So definitely somebody just like Chance, we want to make sure that they're interested in sharing their thoughts and willingness to work with us. And that's it for me. Done.
Okay. All right. With that, we are going to adjourn to closed session. And it is recommended that the Board of Education adjourn to closed session to discuss collective negotiating matters between the public body and its employees or their representatives, or deliberations concerning salary schedules for one or more classes of employees, the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees, specific individuals who serve as independent contractors in a park, recreational or educational setting, or specific volunteers of the public body or legal counsel for the public body, including hearing testimony on a complaint lodged against an employee, a specific individual who serves as an independent contractor in a park, recreational or educational setting, or a volunteer of the public body, or against legal counsel for the public body to determine its validity, the purchase or lease of real property for the use of the public body, including meetings held for the purpose of discussing whether a particular parcel should be acquired, student disciplinary cases, litigation when an action against, affecting, or on behalf of the particular public body has been filed and is pending before a court or administrative tribunal, excuse me, or when the public body finds that an action is probable or imminent, in which case the basis of the findings shall be recorded and entered into the minutes of the closed meeting. Is there a motion?
So moved.
A second.
Roll call, please. Yes.
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 Yes. Yes. Yes.